Merry Christmas! Say it while you still can. Will they cancel Christmas next? Wait, what's that? What?
Christmas is probably not going to be possible.
Yeah,
No! I'm Benny Johnson, and this is the Benny Report. Happy Thanksgiving weekend. If you are a freedom-loving patriot, you'd be forgiven for heading into the holidays with a chip on your shoulder. We are in a cold, bitter political moment in this country, colder than any winter cold front. Polls show that half of the electorate feel cheated this election for good reason. We've covered it extensively on this show. But there's something that no matter how hard they try, the corrupt ruling class can ever steal from you or cheat from you. Your birthright. You are an American. You are blessed. You are part of the heritage of the greatest country the world has ever known. Instead of getting twisted over the politics of the day, I wanted to begin tonight by stating this. America is a good country. America is a great country. You should be proud of her. You should be thankful to live here. These are the reasons that we are thankful to be Americans. Thanksgiving is a uniquely American holiday. It celebrates giving thanks to God for our survival. And we should thank God. The survival of this nation was never guaranteed. The original pilgrims in America starved to death. Life was hard. Many were killed by the brutal elements which hammered their thin cottages and small boats as they traveled here. They were considered lost. God provided, and they gave thanks. The American Revolution was considered a lost cause many, many times. Odds were against them in every conceivable capacity. A weary George Washington prayed to heaven on his knees in Valley Forge. His troops lay scattered and freezing to death. Appeal to heaven was the tattered banner that flew above them. God provided, and they gave thanks. At the Constitutional Convention, Ben Franklin spoke, "God governs in the affairs of men, and if a sparrow cannot fall to the ground without his notice, is it probable that an empire can rise without his aid? God provided. We got a country," and they all gave thanks. Abe Lincoln appealed to heaven as Confederate troops surrounded Washington, D.C., and pushed as far north as Gettysburg, Pennsylvania. The nation at this time was lost. Appeal to heaven, a miraculous victory at Gettysburg. God provided, and Lincoln gave thanks by setting aside the national holiday of Thanksgiving. That's where we get this holiday. The day of thanks, this day of thanks, has followed American men and women across manifest destiny, taming the West, world wars, depressions, unparalleled booming prosperity. Our countrymen prayed before landing on the moon. Think about that. The actual heavens, appealing to heaven. America remains a nation with a deep connection to God. 90% of Americans believe in God or a higher spiritual power. This makes for a country of good people, a good place to live, full of warm-hearted Americans, people who know that government is not God. God is God. It makes Americans love and care for one another more than any other nation on earth. America's the most generous nation on earth. As a people, we reached into our pockets and donated over $500 billion in the last year. We give to others. We clothe people who live thousands of miles away from us, feed people who we've never met, heal those who may not look like us or agree with us. They may even hate us. We don't care. Love thy neighbor is an important commandment. America is a good neighbor, by the way. Our exports are often better the lives of nearly every person on the planet. Cars, flight, cell phones, internet. It's just a small list. America brought the world out of proverbial technological stone age. Pax Americana has summoned forth the sharpest decline in extreme poverty the world has ever seen. The numbers are staggering. Look at America take the lead in crushing poverty. Every other nation followed. The population of the planet was lifted out of poverty in a single generation as American ideals remade the world. But looking inward, Americans care for each other. If you get a flat tire or need a home-cooked meal, there's nowhere else on the planet you would rather be. We're a happy people, some of the happiest on earth. That's because we live in one of the most beautiful countries in the world. We care about the God-given majesty of our country. 85 million acres of land in America is protected national park. That's bigger than most countries. They are gorgeous, by the way. If you're ever feeling stressed out about politics, go to a national park. Unlike other sickly, wasteland global superpowers, America makes a staggering GDP without ravaging our national beauty. Perhaps that's why Americans are proud. In spite of everything that has happened to us this year in 2020, over 70% of Americans are proud or extremely proud to be Americans. Americans are a happy, generous, proud people. We have made the world a better place, and we intend to leave it that way. God provided, and that is why we, as Americans, give thanks. It's been a crazy year, but we should still be thankful. My next guest will tell you exactly why he himself is thankful. He has a lot of reasons. We'll be right back. Stay tuned.